Yet another Maverick showdown. We got Soup versus Cajun, Mewtwo versus Bayonetta. Not to play favorites, but I believe Scruff is going to win this one, just because he's the leader of the Mavericks and he benefits from this. But anyway, since the Bayonetta patch, Cajun has not been doing as well with Bayonetta, but he still retains some good gameplay from the character. Kind of needed to think about that. Slid under the Shadow Ball. More neutral airs coming out from Soup, pushing Cajun off stage, knowing about the not very great recovery. Good down smash from the disable. Cajun coming back to stage rather quickly with the red hot kick. Trying to witch time away from bad situations, but Soup is not biting. Shadow Ball keeping Bayo off stage. Recovering on stage, trying to witch time, but Soup is not, again, not biting. In fact, Mewtwo doesn't seem like he has a mouth most of the time. The down air manages to take it, though. Cajun doing a few pivots just to show off a little bit. The up throw, gonna take it. Back to neutral. The heel slide, knocking Soup into the air. Though, I believe it looked like Cajun was knowing that Soup was able to get out of it, so he didn't try to pursue it. More neutral airs coming out from Soup. Also using the Shadow... Ooh. Alright, I guess Cajun didn't have a red hot kick available to recover onto stage. Anyway, game 2. We're going to see any character switches. Bayo 1 to Bayo 2. We're going to see a sequel. Is there going to be a sequel, Cajun? Or are you going back to the basics? Hovering over Charizard, I see what you're doing. Some intense character selection going on right now. Picking Sheik. Cajun, keep making us think you don't try to win by picking certain characters rather than actually being good. Shots fired. Anyway. So Sheik has this burst grenade, right? And previously in previous smashes, that was a chain that she could use to tether recover. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, Soup and Cajun, yet again, Cajun picking Sheik, who was also nerfed for being rather good. That said, Cajun's doing really well keeping Soup off stage at this point, whereas in the previous match it was the opposite. Though the neutral air is yet again coming out from Soup, interrupting the strings that Cajun may be trying to pull off. And both have chargeable moves, so they intend to use it. Nice falling neutral air into a grab. That was cool to look at. Tried it yet again, but wasn't quite enough momentum to grab him. Soup also rarely uses the fully charged Shadow Ball by comparison. He tends to throw out the small ones to deter the opponent. I believe we went over this with the commentary I had with Shotties on Soup versus Bryson Gravy. Please go watch that video if you want to know exactly what I'm talking about. Or don't, because it's probably not as good quality or equivalent quality to this. Okay, Cajun gonna recover rather nicely. More neutral air shenanigans. Ooh, and the bouncing fish into the forward smash. Believe it or not, you cannot clash the forward smash from Mewtwo with a bouncing fish. I don't know if that was what his intent. Probably wasn't. Cajun really trying to keep his space, trying to make Soup go in and be defenseless. Soup's not biting again. The bouncing fish into Mewtwo, into the balloon, Landing safely back on stage into neutral. Props to Cajun for that one. More bouncing fishes. I guess trying to build up damage rather than... Well, I guess for psych out purposes, but again, Soup is just too wise about that. He's not going for it. Good forward air strings. More neutral airs. Now, I believe if he wants to win, Soup needs to neutral air at least 20 more times, and then he's got it in the bag. Cage's percentage is not doing him any favors right now. Also trying to toss out a couple of needles to deter Soup. I also do appreciate the uses of disable that Mewtwo is going for. He's always on the lookout, but he's not relying on it too much. More uncharged Shadow Balls deterring the Sheikah herself. Up smash. Well, rogue up smash, I guess that was. Uh-oh. Soup! Sheik running into her own burst grenade as it explodes, almost as though it was a smoke screen. Kinda wasn't, though. So we're gonna go to Game 3 in loser semifinals, and this is gonna be the final match. Cajun thinking about it. Does he prefer the air? He says, hands off my prey, and goes to Sheik back to Sheik. Goes back to Sheik anyway. New stage, Wrecking Crew. Legalized Wrecking Crew, hashtag. Reading it backwards, that's hashtag crew wrecking. Legalized. FD. We're going to FD.
3, 2, 1, go!
And so far, it's done. There's been a lot of damage clocked from all those hits that have been landed. Sarcasm aside, Mewtwo is not taking a hit yet. See if that's going to change anytime soon. I believe Soup was trying to go for a place that had no platforms just so Sheik can't make any use out of them. Because Mewtwo can do fine on a flat plane because he relies on, well, Soup, I guess, primarily, relies on landing on anything to get his neutral air strings going. Whereas Sheik just needs a platform to land on in general to cancel her various moves and let her use more. And so far, it seems like it's working out in Soup's favor. Oh, and the burst grenade takes the stock from Sheik. Remember what I said about that tip earlier? Yep, that happened. Soup is a full stock ahead, even percentage-wise. The disable pushes Sheik away on that one. Didn't quite get her on the ground. More falling neutral airs. Very good option. I don't know if it's emphasized enough yet. Cajun's going to need to do really well in order to come back from this. Though Soup is still doing really well at keeping Cajun away from him and at a perfect opportunities to, you know, get a solid punish or a solid powerful hit. Of course, following up from a neutral air. More often than not. Ooh, the air dodge read into the up smash, the sweet spot up smash. Cajun showing his stuff. I want to see a spike. I don't know why, but I want to see one. It will not happen, though. Soup waiting for Cajun to walk into his confusion. 3 times the charm, unfortunately, did not come into play there. Standard jab didn't follow up from that. How to finish statements 101. Sheik is very much at kill percentage right now. Soup is not taking advantage of it, though. A good throw will take this, or any one of Mewtwo smashes. There's the throw. That is game. Soup progresses to losers finals after being knocked out rather early into it by Zai in the winners semis? Question mark? I believe that's how it went down.